Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today we're going to go over how you would replace a sway bar bushing and reasons why you would be replacing a sway bar bushing on a 2016 Kia Optima. Alright, so the sway bar bushings as well as the sway bar are all designed to help you have a smoother ride on your vehicle. It's a tension type bar that goes from one side to the other side of the suspension on the front end, and there's some on the back end, but the front's going to be more likely to go bad just for the fact that that's where most of the action happens. So to replace this sway bar bushing, so if we've got just the bushing inside here, we've got it's a kind of a rubber or a neoprene bushing that's right inside this clamp up here. And the way you would remove it is there's two number 14 size bolts, one on the left side and one on the right side, and you would remove it and remove this U shaped clamp, and you remove that, and then the bushing will have a slit in it somewhere to be able to pull it apart. You're also going to want to relieve some pressure on that by jacking up the other side of the sway bar a little bit, and I'll show you that portion in a second. But you would jack up that sway bar a little bit to be able to get this to raise off of the subframe, and then you can get the bushing out and put a new one in, and you'll just wrap the bushing around there, get it set into place where it needs to go, and then just tighten those tighten the two bolts on side of those U bolts, or that U clamp. Sometimes bushings come, you can buy a bushing kit that comes with new clamp, or you can buy just the bushing itself. Fairly inexpensive, but if you're having clunking noises in the front end and it's driving quite rough, that's one thing to look at, is that bushing on both sides. The same process will work on both sides, and that's right inside on that cross member, and it's kind of a U-shaped thing, and that goes from both sides, and we'll show you the other side here. So looking at the front side of the link is right here, and this is where you would put a jack to kind of raise it up a little bit to be able to get that bushing in the back replaced, or to replace it. Right, and so this is a nut with a little bolt that goes through here. So you would put the wrench that goes on here, and you put an open wrench, or you can put the back wrench over here to be able to loosen this up, because otherwise it might just spin around on this joint that's right there. And this is the sway bar link, and it goes from the sway bar to the suspension unit itself. That sway bar link can also go bad, and you just replace the linkage itself. If this boot here, this rubber boot, is all deteriorated and you got a lot of slop in this joint here, then you would just go ahead and replace the sway bar link. But all of these are to help and designed to help you have a smoother ride and for the car to drive better. So these are things you're going to want to start looking for if you start hearing weird noises when you go around the corners, or even weird noises when you're stopping and starting. These are some things to look at, and that's how you would that's what you'd be looking for. And easy ways to replace these, they're not that hard to just undo them and put the new ones on. And thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.